to Kushal Reacts. In this video, we are going to watch a video and give our opinions on the 7 levels of serial killers. This video is by the channel Movie Critics Clubs. Go and subscribe to him. And I'm going to give my opinions on this video. And this video came into my feed at a perfect time because I have just completed watching Dexter. Yes, everyone, just recently watched Dexter. So let's see where does he rank. I'm not going to, I mistakenly scroll to comment, but I'm not read it. So tell me in comments how bad it is this list. Just dive into it. And if you like the videos like this, then just like and subscribe to the channel. Let's dive in.
What is up, guys, and welcome to the 7 levels of fictional serial killers. In this video, we're ranking
Patrick Bateman.
killers from the absolute worst to the very best. We're judging
Johan.
them based on how skilled they are at actually killing, how good they are at staying hidden, and how dangerous they are in a fight. Let's just dive in and see which of these fictional serial killers really deserves
So let's see where does Dexter rank.
the top spot. Coming in at level 1, we have
Why is Patrick Bateman so low in this list?
Patrick Bateman. Now, keep in mind, we're
On the side note, American Psycho is a freaking good movie.
only talking about the film version here. So the scene packs you see on this screen for every single character is what we're basing this off of. And in the movie, it's heavily implied that Patrick never actually killed anyone
Spoiler alert.
and that it was all in his head. But for the sake of this video, let's just say that he did. And even then, Patrick is terrible at being a serial killer. His biggest weakness is that
Yeah, he leaves his mark. He never tried to uh, remove the evidence. That is his biggest weakness, in my opinion.
he's completely impulsive. Every kill that he commits is loud, messy, and just completely public. Like, why would you ever do that when you're a serial killer? From murdering a homeless man in the middle of the street to chasing a woman down
Yeah, you should have risked the copyright. No, you should have risked the age restriction to show this. My opinion.
the hallway of his apartment building completely naked and screaming. If those kills were genuinely real, he would be caught in less than 24 hours. And honestly, me giving him just that much time is me being generous. Now, Patrick has zero strategy, no real combat skills, and absolutely no idea how to cover his tracks whatsoever. He is strictly driven by purely ego and emotion. On top of that, he literally admitted to murder. Like that one time he told people he killed Paul Allen.
But no one believed him. Isn't that right?
I killed Paul Allen. Which is pretty much the last thing you would want to do if you're a serial killer. I will give him this though, Patrick is in great shape and he's got some pretty good cardio.
I think that was Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Is in great shape and he's
Yep,
got
this movie is absolutely amazing.
some pretty good cardio. Like if the cops ever were chasing him, he might get a decent head start, and honestly, that's just about it. In my opinion, Patrick Bateman is a complete poser. He's just a guy who likes the idea of being a
But I've heard that the book's Patrick Bateman version is very good. So, yeah, maybe valid. What's your opinion in this?
killer more than actually being one, and that's why he's at number 1. Coming in at level 2, we've got
Uh,
Ghostface, specifically Billy Loomis and Stu from the original Scream. Now, unlike Patrick Bateman, these two actually have bodies to their name. They've planned out kills, they've had a motive, and they managed to keep the police guessing for most of the movie. But I mean, don't get it
I think that they were pretty stupid in this movie, not gonna lie.
twisted, because Billy and Stu are far from being top tier serial killers. For starters, they're emotional, reckless, and just way overconfident. Because Billy thinks he's this cold, calculating mastermind, but he constantly lets his obsession with Sydney cloud his judgment. And Stu, honestly, he's just basically along for the ride, killing because it's just fun. And that makes a good movie, but I mean, doesn't make two good serial killers. They do deserve some credit though.
As they say, a good serial killer is a killer who has never been caught, so I don't know.
They were strategic enough to frame someone else for their murders, and they even coordinated their attacks pretty well. And their use of the Ghostface costume made them anonymous, and honestly, anyone could have been in that costume. And also, Stu literally admits everything while bleeding out on the floor.
That was very stupid.
and Billy gets outsmarted by someone he thought that was an easy target, but in reality, she wasn't at all. So while Billy and Stu are way more capable than Patrick Bateman, they're just still amateurs in my opinion. And that's exactly why Ghostface, at
Pretty valid list till now.
least this original duo, lands at level 2. At level 3, we have
I recently watched season 5 of the series. Kind of polarizing ending, in my opinion. The series kind of fell off after season 3, in my opinion. What do you think?
Joe Goldberg from You. Now, this guy is definitely a step up from Billy and Stu.
He's he is serial stalker and serial killer. Yep, yep, valid till now.
Joe actually thinks before he kills. He's careful and he has a strong understanding of how people work, which makes him a lot more dangerous than the people below him on this list. Now, Joe's biggest strength is
Yeah, let me
his
see.
ability to blend in. He's not just some mask-wearing maniac running around with a knife. He is genuinely the
But his biggest weakness, in my opinion, is he mostly kills the people he date. So that makes him the first culprit, in my opinion. As yep, let's see.
quiet guy next door, like literally he is. He is the one who always seems polite and trustworthy. That's what makes him terrifying. He also studies his victims for weeks, sometimes months, learns literally everything about them until he knows the routines better than they do. He plans his kills very meticulously and covers his tracks with serious precision. But despite his intelligence, Joe's biggest weakness is his heart, or rather, his obsession with love. Every kill he commits from this delusional idea of quote-unquote love, he convinces himself that he's doing it for the right reason, and that mindset makes him really sloppy when emotions get involved. He'll spend days stalking someone without realizing how much evidence he's leaving behind.
Freakingly good actor, to be honest. He acts so good in this series. Yep,
Or he'll panic when things don't go his way. Plus, his biggest problem is consistency. Joe's not really built for chaos, and the second his perfect plan starts falling apart, he unravels pretty fast. And I'll give him credit though, Joe is excellent at manipulation, and he's the kind of guy who can make you trust him right before he
he's
buries you
crazy.
in the backyard. And honestly, Joe Goldberg could have been one of the best on this list if he wasn't just so obsessed with love. At level 4, we have Anton Chigurh
No Country for Old Men. Man, this movie is 10 out of 10.
from No Country for Old Men. And now this is where things start getting serious. So unlike Joe Goldberg, who kills out of obsession
Pretty validly still now. Let's see they fumble or not.
or emotion, Anton kills out of principle. He's calm and completely emotionless when it comes to taking a life. I'm sure you all know the infamous coin toss scene. That alone tells you everything you need to know about how he operates. He genuinely believes fate decides who lives and who dies, and he's not just the one enforcing it. That detachment makes him one of the coldest fictional killers ever put on screen, and one of the best psychopaths ever put on screen.
Imagine he removes the decision making from himself to Quintus, so you have a 50-50 chance of living or dying in any circumstance. That is truly terrifying. Imagine he's flipping a coin in front of you and your life is on the line, head or tail. That is very creepy.
He is a professional, and I mean professional hitman with serious combat and tactical skill. He doesn't really talk much, he doesn't waste any time whatsoever, and while he may leave a lot of evidence behind, he's not a serial killer that is trying to stay hidden like Joe or Dexter or any other serial killer. He's simply here to exist just to kill, and he's very good at it. Now, the only reason Anton doesn't climb higher is because he is not invincible. He's still human. He makes small mistakes, and
Let's just say he doesn't have a plot armor like other characters in the series. He is too realistic, in my opinion.
even though he's emotionless, the moral system that he follows can work against him, and that's why he's ranked at number 4, because he's not adaptable in a moral sense. Like, he wouldn't break his own code even when it might help him survive. Now, coming in at level 5,
Mr. Morgan.
we've got Dexter Morgan from Dexter. Now, Dexter is where we start entering the elite category of human serial killers. He scouts his victims, researches their backgrounds, studies their patterns, and doesn't
and most importantly, doesn't leave evidence. He is a guy from forensics lab, so he have the ability to remove every evidence that they search. He has that one advantage that I think no other serial killer have, in my opinion.
strike until he's 100% sure they fit his code. Now, the man literally works as a blood spatter analyst for the police
Yep.
department, meaning he knows exactly how investigations work, what evidence to avoid, and how to cover his tracks flawlessly. So, Dexter's biggest strength is his control. He doesn't let emotion dictate his actions, at least not at first. He channels his urges into something structured, which is why he stays hidden for so long. But what keeps Dexter from reaching those top two levels in this video, ironically, is the very first thing that makes him interesting: his humanity. As the series goes on, or as the show goes on, you start to see cracks in his mask.
And the new series that have just ended in, I think, Dexter Resurrection. Dexter Resurrection. That is also pretty amazing. That shows a lot of human sides of Dexter with his son. Spoiler alert, with his son. So yeah, valid, pretty valid. Let's see who are seven level there are. This is fifth. So I think sixth is Hannibal and seventh is I don't know seventh.
His
Let's see.
relationships, his love for his family, and his growing sense of morality start to, get in the way.
Angel.
Still, when it comes to pure intelligence, Dexter is near the top of the human tier of all serial killers. He's not invincible, but he's the closest thing to a perfect serial killer you can get without crossing into the supernatural. And at level 6, we have
Hannibal.
Dr. Hannibal Lecter from the Hannibal TV show.
This guy is so terrifying.
Now, this is where we start entering god tier human like killers. Hannibal isn't just good at killing, he is very elegant with it. He is a surgeon, a psychiatrist, and a chef, meaning he understands both the mind and the body in a way no other killer does. Hannibal doesn't just end lives, he dissects them mentally, physically, and
And it's them.
emotionally. His intelligence is completely off the charts. This guy is just a genius. Combat wise, Hannibal is very exceptional as well. He's physically strong, a master of anatomy, and knows exactly how to make every strike count, whether it's with a knife or his bare hands. He kills with literal efficiency. The only real flaw that Hannibal has that I can genuinely think of is just his curiosity. He has this fascination with people that sometimes clouds his judgment. He likes playing with his food, metaphorically and literally, but also what occasionally gives others a sliver of chance against him. And that is the only reason why Will Graham
He gives other chance because he knows if he gives his 100%, he's just gonna win. He needs a challenge. Yep, pretty valid.
ever suspected. Finally, at level
Johan. Yep, this list is pretty valid in my opinion. There is no criticism that I can give. Yep, this guy is at top.
7, the highest level of fictional human serial killers, we have Johann Liebert from Monster. Now, this man doesn't just end lives, he engineers them to end themselves.
And this guy is just, I have no words.
Now, he can walk into someone's life and completely dismantle their entire sense of self until they're begging to die or killing others in his name. Now, Johann's weapon isn't just a gun or a knife, it's his mind, or
He is the master manipulator. I don't think I've seen any character in fiction that can manipulate anybody like the way he does.
psychology in this case. Johann operates with a kind of perfection no other killer on this list comes close to, except for Hannibal. I would say these guys are toe and toe, but I just have to give this to Johann. Now, Johann's not just killing because he has to or he feels like he has these urges, he just kills because he can. He's the kind of person who can just convince you to jump off a bridge and make you believe it was your own idea. He doesn't just need to touch his victims to destroy them, he just talks to them, which is the craziest part. Like, Johann Lieber is the definition of the perfect human monster. He's the kind of killer who doesn't just take lives, but literally erases humanity from everyone he meets. He's not chaotic like Billy and Stu, not impulsive like Bateman, not methodical like Dexter, and not artistic like Hannibal. He's beyond all of them. And that's why he sits alone at level 7, the absolute peak of fictional serial killers. What is
Absolutely,
up, guys?
absolutely valid in my opinion. I have no criticism to make Man, Johan gives chills in every scene, no matter. Yep. In Monster, the doctor shouldn't have saved him, in my opinion. Imagine if he just did what he was asked to do, then Johan will be dead. The list is perfect. Yep. There is no criticism. Everything is in right order. Yep. Thank you for watching, and if you want videos like this, subscribe to my channel and see you soon. Peace out.